I always feel really overwhelmed, and I don't know why. It's exactly the same every trip.
Single time.
I am actually missing some things, so we're desperately trying to find them. As for people asking about taking Loungefly, I'm also just going through shoes. I'm kind of got a little bit of an elimination pile here of stuff that I've decided not to take. Right, we're starting to put things in cases. We've also got things like ponchos. So this is us pretty much ready to go. Hi there, welcome back to a new video. A few of you have asked if we're going to do a packing video. We said no, but we've decided to do one, haven't we? We're just about to start packing. So we thought we would just share with you a little bit about how we pack. Just share some tips that help us, a few little hacks, and just show you what we like to do leading up to a trip when we're packing.
Yeah, so we're not packing everything on the video, are we? It's just not like you're gonna watch us.
Yeah, we do it in stages, to be honest.
So I think really to cover this is going to be, this is kind of what we do, and maybe if there's anything that kind of like helps you out on what you're going to do. Also, what might you do that we might find helpful?
Yeah, that's very true. So we'll share our packing process, what we do, what we take. Yeah, exactly. So you'll get to see it all in this video here. So we hope you enjoy. Right, where are we starting? I always feel really overwhelmed, and I don't know why. It's exactly the same every trip.
Single time.
Right, let's start with the number one. Packing cubes. We are a packing cube family. We've used them for years.
We have a colour each. I've got red, you've got blue.
Yep. And we are travelling in premium, so we can take 2 pieces of luggage each. And somebody once said to me, why do you need that much luggage? To be honest, if you've got the space, why wouldn't you take it?
Just makes it easier.
It is, yeah. It means that it's just things like we're in Disney for the first week. It's going to be very hot. It means we can easily take clothes to change partway through the day. We don't have to worry about washing anything that first week.
Yeah, so generally what we'll have is like a Disney case for that first week.
2.
2 Disney cases.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that we don't have to open anything else in the others. So that's how we like to try and be organised. And so we have the packing cubes. I don't know if you do yours the same as I do mine, but I have like one that has maybe underwear in it and socks and things like that. I have one that has maybe, I only have one of these generally, it's like the swim stuff.
Yeah.
One that has t-shirts.
Yeah.
One that has shorts. You probably have dresses and skirts and that. And then generally we duplicate that sort of in each case. So like in this one, there'll be one packing cube that's got t-shirts in it. And so there'll be the t-shirts I know I want to use for that first week. But we both share. So it's not like my case, your case. So we split it like between us so that we've got those. But we know that that first week, they're the only cases we need to touch.
Number 1 tip, do not put everyone's luggage, sort of give everyone their own piece of luggage. If you're travelling with more than 1 people, split it. We have a few cubes, so like when we would travel with the children, we would split things amongst us. We do that now so that if anything goes missing, nobody is without everything.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I also, and we'll see in a minute, I kind of like have a couple of sets of like wash stuff as well. Like shower gel, shampoo. And I also put into like the little squeezy bottles. I reuse them every single trip. And so it's enough then that works out for the whole trip. We're going for 3 weeks. So we need to take enough with us. But then I do split it across the cases as well. Again, the same reason. I mean, yeah, you can buy stuff out there. It's not going to be a problem if that happens to go missing. But the last thing you want to have to do is like take a trip to Target or Walmart or Walgreens or something like that to go and get some shampoo or conditioner or whatever. So yeah.
Right, I'm going to show you what our packing room looks like at the moment. So for the past few weeks, we've been using the small room here as our packing room, just making piles, just getting things together, finding things that we want, and placing it all in here. I've got like a box of toiletries, dishwasher tablets there, food stuff. I've got cooling cloths, playing cards. As and when we find things, I've just been popping it in here. I am actually missing some things, so we're desperately trying to find them. In case you're new to our channel, we've moved house just before Christmas, And this is our first trip. We decided to take a year off travel just to settle into our home. It was quite a stressful move, and we can't find some things. We've had them since we've moved in.
We've seen them.
We've seen them, but now we can't find them. So we've been trying to go through everything, just finding them. We can't at the moment, so we're still on the lookout for those. And then today we have moved into the larger spare room, and we've just started laying things on the bed. We're actually going to pack the cases in here. Aid the last few days has been getting his t-shirts out. The other thing we do is we have a bit of a trying on session, don't we?
Yes.
Just to see what fits and what doesn't fit, what feels good. Also, it depends on the time of year that you're traveling. For example, we know, going August, September, it's going to be hot, really hot, very humid. So some of the t-shirts that we've got are quite heavy, aren't they? And also like some of my dresses that are quite fitted around the top.
Kind of like clingy, aren't they? There,
Yeah.
They feel quite close.
I know I can't wear certain dresses because you get really sweaty under your boobs. So there's certain dresses that I would not take this time of year. I would keep them just for like spring or winter trips. So yeah, we're quite particular with what we take. So things definitely need to be tried on before we go. Aid's been laying out all his, what are these? All your toiletries and stuff.
Yep.
2 lots of moisturiser.
Yeah.
Do you? You get through a lot.
Well, it's also sun factor as well for that. So when I'm getting in the morning, I'll also take one of these into the parks with me.
Yeah. You do get through a lot of toiletries, don't you?
Yeah.
And then your medication. But like shower-wise, it's easy to shower in Florida sometimes 3 times a day.
Well, this is the other thing as well. Sometimes, obviously, definitely in the morning.
Yeah, definitely at night time.
At night time, and also even if we've gone back and we've gone to the pool or been in the pool for the afternoon or something, you want to shower before you go out again.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd much rather have things with us. And like I said in previous videos, we generally use everything up and we'll just bin it once we've obviously when we leave.
Yeah, we are definitely like a 3 shower a day in Florida, especially this time of year. The other thing, another tip we will give is we collate all of our toiletries and food stuff and we weigh it. I know we've said this in videos before. I think the most we've ever had when we were traveling as a family of 4 for 4 weeks was 17.4 kilos. It was heavy.
It was a 4-week road trip.
It was a 4-week road trip.
For 4 of us.
4 adults. But that's almost a case worth of stuff that's not coming back. So weigh your toiletries and have a look, because you know you're not probably going to bring them back with you, or at least not the majority of them. So you know that's like shopping space in your case.
That's
then.
definitely the way that we do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'd much rather have, I've kind of got like 3 sets of things. So, but also we're kind of staying in the villa. We've got some time at Universal. So I've just got like one I can just take with me.
I also wanted to share that we've been kindly sent some AirTags to try. I will leave a link to these down below. I'll let you have a little look. We have never used AirTags before, but we've been tempted to try them. This is a pack of 4. And there we go. You put them in your case. I'm sure you all know what AirTags are. I'm sure lots of you use them. I've been reading up about them. Some people, I was looking on the Dib, on the Disney chat forum. A lot of people even use them day to day. I was reading up about people having them in their wallets, in their handbags, school rucksacks, anything like that, because you think if you've left it somewhere, it would be so handy. I could put them on your kids' phones, couldn't? Although you have to find your iPhone, I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? I was thinking of when our daughter went to uni and lost 2 phones.
Do you know what I liked about those?
What? Do you want to sit down with me?
Is that they're obviously, these aren't obviously Apple AirTags. Obviously we use the word AirTag.
They're a lot more budget friendly.
But they, same with a lot of Apple devices, there are more things coming on the market that you can use with Apple devices. Difference between Android and Apple is that with the Apples they have to go through a lot more checks to make sure they're going to be okay to use with Apple devices and Apple are happy. For example, if you use like Apple HomeKit, you'll look at some plugs in that they actually have to have like HomeKit approved. So they're all Apple approved. And what I noticed on here,
I was just
it does say on there, works with Apple Find Me. So you may have some others, but it's just worth checking. So I'm quite keen to look at that because they do actually work with Apple Find Me. It's not like a third-party app that you're using, so it actually works with the Apple Find Me. So I'm sure there are others available, other alternatives, and other alternatives to Apple as well. But they may not actually integrate with the Apple phones, so they could just work on their own. I like that. That was a good thing for me.
One thing I will stress, and this is something I will not be doing, is watching my luggage go onto the plane. I've heard this from so many people that panic, and it might be that they think it looks like their luggage is in the terminal and they've suddenly taken off. And then I was reading up at people being really panicked, and then it's there when they arrive. I will not be looking at this. I will be looking at it if my luggage doesn't turn up, but I'm not going to get hung up about it beforehand. But I'm really excited to try these. We have been so fortunate, touch wood, throughout all of our travels. It's been fine. But you just know that there will be that one time. My dad's luggage went missing, actually, didn't he?
Yeah.
Actually, and did he have something in his? Because he was able to tell them where it was. I believe.
Can't remember. I think
so. Because he was doing
interconnecting, wasn't he?
Yeah,
so...
and he was able to tell them exactly where it is. So, and I've heard other people say the same, that they've been able to let the airline know exactly where their luggage is, and it's really, really helped. So, I definitely think these are worth giving a go. And like I said, even for your hand luggage. That was another thing, actually, watching, who was it? It was
Will and Nelly.
Will and Nelly. He left his rucksack
that had his laptop and
the monorail,
everything, wasn't his wallet and everything in there.
Yeah, the airport monorail, and he was able to go and find it.
Where it was, yeah.
Yeah, so not just your check-in luggage and your hand luggage, I think, as well. So anyway, we will be popping these into our check luggage. I'll leave the link down below. Yeah,
we will let you know how we get on with them. So
we'll
excited to try them.
We'll include an update on our travel day vlog. Hopefully we will not be locating our luggage anywhere where it shouldn't be.
Do you know the most important thing we've got to do?
What's that?
Give the cases names.
Oh, do you have to give them names?
We don't have to. You can do case 1, 2 and 3.
Okay.
But I know sometimes I've seen people when they've done it, it might be their name that's on it, or might be...
Oh, we've got a Mickey case.
That's what I was going to say. We need to maybe do it by the actual case type. Because then we're going to know which one it is.
That's true.
So then if we need to give a description to say, well, it's this case that's...
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
All our cases look different anyway, though,
they
so
do.
That makes it easier.
It does, yeah.
Crossing off my list, my first little bag is packed. I've got swimming costume, tankini. I've got my beach bag. I've got my beach dress and flip-flops. So that's all the pool stuff for whilst we're in Disney. It means, because we're planning to go in the pool that evening, our first night, it just means that I've got everything in there. Also, another good tip is, if you've got children and you're going to a villa or something like that and you know they're going to want to get in the pool straight away, make sure you've got the swimming stuff where you know it is. Pop it at the top of your case, or have, like I said, a designated cube just for swim stuff, so as soon as you get there you know exactly where the stuff is. We've had it before where we've done a road trip, we didn't get to our accommodation, we were in a cabin until really late at night. The kids were knackered. I had their sleep stuff all ready to go. They didn't want to unpack or anything that first night, so I was able to get their pajamas out straight away and they could go straight to bed. So it's just about sort of like thinking ahead for things like that.
And just something to add to that as well, we've also done it where we've actually only stayed one night. Like on, was it one of the last trips, we flew into Tampa, and we arrived at Rosen like 11:30 at night, and it was only the two of us, but just we actually, in one of the cases we had what we wanted for the following morning.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was just ready to go, so we didn't have to hunt through all the cases. Even though we knew that was the case we were in for Disney, we didn't have to go through and find what we wanted to wear. We actually had it there ready to go.
And we are rollers. We always roll our things. I'm going to do t-shirts this side and I've got dresses on the other. I do take a lot of white t-shirts, just plain white t-shirts, various different ones, just because they're quite handy to have with like mixing and matching clothes. Some of them, these are Primark ones, I've actually sewn little pockets onto them, bought fabric and done that, and then I've created matching ears as well, and then I've made little matching ears. These are also from Primark where I've taken off the bows and made my own. So you make little outfits. And as I'm just rolling up my skirts, it also made me think of something else. When you're putting things together in your cases, make sure you've got things that match. So for example, it would be pointless me putting skirts in a case, t-shirts in another case, because if my t-shirts go missing, I've got nothing to go with my skirt, so it's pointless. So I will make sure that my t-shirt little bag is packed along in the same case as my skirts, and maybe my dresses go in a separate case. I'm also just going through shoes. I'm kind of got a little bit of an elimination pile here of stuff that I've decided not to take. Shoes are an important one. Obviously you need to take shoes, but as to what you choose and how many pairs and all that kind of thing. I've changed over the years. I used to live in flip-flops when I was like in my sort of younger years. I swore by flip-flops. Now I'm preferring trainers. However, a mistake that I've made in the past is kind of like pretty much wearing the same pair all the way through. That's when I don't know if you can see here, I have gone through the back. I love these so much, but yeah, I've worn them out just in one trip. They were brand new on a trip, and within 2 weeks I'd worn them through. That's how much walking you do in Disney, but I love these still. And I found that my feet were really hurting, so now I take a few pairs. I'm wearing these for travel day. These are Primark memory foam ones. They are like walking on clouds, so if you're having a sore feet day, these are definitely the ones. But I find by changing them up, my feet definitely hurt less. And then I've got a pair of sandals for the evening. I've packed flip-flops in my swim bag already, so I am going to wear those travel day, and I'm going to pack these as well. Let us know what your favourite type of shoe is for the parks. What do you find hurts your feet the less? For me personally, it's changing up my shoes. Oh, you may have seen in my recent shopping haul as well, I bought some insoles. I'm going to cut those to size because I'm going to see if it's going to help me not go through the bottoms of my shoe as well, because I do seem to wear my shoes down. I think I must walk quite heavy because I do seem to wear them down in Disney. There we go. I've just cut these ones to size, and they feel really nice and spongy. Right, we're starting to put things in cases. We've also got things like ponchos. We've also got things like travel umbrellas. These we use for bites. We both suffer with bites, and we find these quite handy. Just Google them. They're an independent business, and we've used them for a few years now. We do also take spray as well though. And we also pack all our toiletries, the individual ones, into little IKEA Ziploc bags. This is our bug spray, just in case if there's any leakage, nothing gets on our clothes.
And that has happened before. And we have had leakages before, haven't we?
We certainly have. People asking about taking Loungefly, I pack mine out. So I've got cooling cloths in there, and I've got my t-shirts. I've got ears in this one. The little bracelets that I was just telling you about, the little bug ones, they're in there. I've got sunglasses, spare sunglasses. I've got one of Aid's little pouches. So I do pack them out and make them worthwhile, sort of really use their space. Especially if you've got anything that's quite breakable, like me putting my sunglasses, spare sunglasses in there, it is quite handy. Something else that's really important not to forget, batteries. If you need batteries for anything, for us it's the luggage scales. We weigh our luggage. It's really important to us on the way back, and I'm sure it is for most other people as well. But we always take a spare set of batteries for the luggage scales just in case. And here we'll put suntan lotion in one case, and we will also put it in our other Disney case as well.
And also in each bag I put just a little packet together of things like they've got headache tablets and stuff that you kind of need. Imodium we usually take, don't we? Yeah, antihistamines and things like that. So, and then I'll just slip that inside the sort of pockets of the, well, there's one there just inside the case, just in each of the bags. So know then whichever case you go to, there's always something there to get. It's just the basics, isn't it? Yeah, it's just easier, then you know where they are. Do also take spare sort of like Ziploc bags as well. Really
They're really handy for snacks if you're buying anything out there, and all bag clips as well, chip clips are the other things as well. Obviously they do such big bags of crisps. You can't always eat them in one night, can you? So we always have things like that. Actually, I need to go and get ours. So we take things like that, sandwiches, especially when the kids were younger. We might make up bagels and things to take out, so we would always take sandwich bags, wouldn't we? If you're buying ham in the stores, anything like that, just so you can sort of wrap things and put it in the fridge. But yeah, just to sort of be prepared for things. And we also take cereal bars with us to the parks as well, just in case we get caught and we really need something to eat, or we're heading out the villa or the hotel room. We've got a quick snack before we get out. Just crossing things off, I've put my 2 white cardigans in the wash. Magic bands are actually going in the cool bag, and I've also got some dresses here as well that I want to take. They're real lightweight floaty ones, but it's due to be a very hot week this week, so I'm probably going to wear them this week so I can then wash them. But what I like is I can see exactly what needs to be added, and then I'll just add them to my dress packing cube. Cool bag, we need to add. We're using that at the moment as well. Drinks bottles. We always take a cool bag. We bought just a real lightweight one in Target one year, and we always take that with us. It's just nice to have cold drinks in the car, especially when you're coming out of a hot park. And I'm also working on a first packing cube. This one is to be opened at the Premier Inn, so I will have nightwear, I'll have underwear, and outfit for the following day, including my first outfit for Disney as well. So
I hadn't thought of that.
I feel really organised. We just want to, when we get to the Premier Inn, we want to just open up the one case, so we don't have to. We have done that before, where we think we're really organised, and then we've still managed to split things. The other thing I wanted, what were you going to say?
It's also the fact of slipping things into the case, like in the morning, like for the clothes from previous day, the toiletries, if there is anything,
dirty
it's
clothes,
sleeping that where we've been known that we've got this. So
yeah. I was also going to mention another thing. I just saw here the ribbons. We get personalised ribbons made on Etsy. They are so handy. It started out with us having just black Samsonite cases years and years ago, and it just made it obvious when they come off the luggage belt when you're going to collect that they're yours, and you hope that it also helps somebody maybe not pick up the wrong case. We've had them made for family as well as gifts, haven't we? It reminds me, we're seeing my sister tomorrow. I bought some for her as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will leave the link to the personalised ribbons down below. It's £2 a metre, so they're really reasonably priced, but they're just fun as well, and you can have them personalised in any colour, different logos, and whatever wording you want. So this is us pretty much ready to go 4 weeks before we travel. We haven't quite done the villa case yet. And that's it pretty much. Like I said, 4 weeks to go. We've got the villa case still.
Excuse the t-shirt still hanging up.
We can't decide whether to do 2 cases and have loads left, or just take one with the smaller one.
Yeah, we've done that quite often before. We've taken one inside another one. I think we're going to see exactly what we still need to put in the other case. At the moment, it looks like, to keep our life easier.
It also, if we've got loads of space, that would be quite nice for the family, if they've got gifts or anything, or if we've done shopping, just to have that space.
You've got half a Bath and Body Works to bring back.
I've got a massive Bath
so
and Body Works.
Let's hold on that one first.
Yes, that's very true. I might share a little hack I found out recently about shopping in the States. We need to do some other chatty videos, I think.
We do, yes. Just hold that thought. Watch this space on that. We're thinking, we're travelling premium. Lisa said earlier, we're allowed to take 2 cases out. We quite often, if it's the 2 of us going, we take 3, but we have one smaller one within one of those cases, and then whatever we've got, we kind of bit of extra space to come back with. But looking at what we've got here, we probably could squeeze that in and do the same.
We don't seem to have as much as we usually do.
No, but
I
then
think it's also, it's hotter. I've taken jeans in the past, hoodies. I'm not taking anything like that.
Yeah, I'm literally going to take the hoodie that I'm actually wearing on travel day. I don't anticipate wearing anything else. I sometimes, or I say quite often, will actually buy some form of either hoodie or zip-up top. So that's the other thing. I've really cut down on. I've got like a couple of pairs of flip flops as well as my obviously shoes and things like that. Whereas before I've taken another pair, and you can easily do that, can't you? You can then just sort of say, oh, I might need this, and then you end up never using them. So, but we'll see. So we haven't decided yet whether we're going to take 3 out with us and bring 4 back, or we're going to take 4 out with us and bring 4 back.
So yeah, we've got a last few bits and pieces to pop in, but we just feel 4 weeks to go, we're more or less done. We can leave the cases now in the other spare room and then just finish a few days beforehand. And I am really, really looking forward to using these this trip as well.
Yes, we'll get those set up, and I'm sure we'll update in our next video. And maybe do something on our stories as well, just to see
definitely.
on Instagram, just to see how we're getting on. I think we should try them before we go, so we know exactly how they work.
That's a good idea.
So if I attach them to you, I'll know where you are.
That's a really good. Well, you know anyway, because of the
Always
iPhone thing.
no, but you always be at home.
Yeah, that's
Don't
true.
go
I don't
anywhere.
go. Yeah, actually, let's try these out. Might do it on my other channel, on my weekend vlog. We'll give them a little practice run. I like that idea a lot. Let us know if you use them or if you're tempted to give them a go. I'll leave the links down below. I think we're ready. I feel really excited. Yeah, let us know how early as well do you pack. With us having such busy jobs, it just feels one thing less to worry about now, doesn't it? I just hate that craziness leading up to a trip.
It's always been like this. I remember the times when we used to go October, and that was a perfect time to go because, especially when having younger children, it was almost like, you know, that time when like summer clothes have been worn, and it was almost like before needing to like sort of put them away, rather than put them away, they'd go in the case ready.
Yeah, washed
so
and ready.
It would work out perfect. The only time we didn't have that was then when we started going like in August and other things, because the kids would be wearing the stuff that they'd be taking, and that I remember one trip in particularly, as I think they're getting older, they're still wanting to wear everything, and like you'd get, oh, what clothes do you want to take, and you'd get like this smallest pile, and it was so difficult, wasn't it, to try and be organised.
But yeah, no, we'd love to hear how you do your things as well. How many cases do you use? Air tags? And how soon do you pack? What kind of things do you take? What do you take differently that we're taking?
Do you take your toiletries with you, or do you buy out there? We actually did that on Instagram actually, and there's some people say that they even get them at the airport on the way out. Yeah, so after they've gone through security, they actually buy. But then I thought, well, for us, okay, but then you'd need to put that in your hand luggage to go. So I guess if you haven't got much hand luggage, that would work. Whereas we got all the stuff, cameras, batteries, etc. So we've got a lot of stuff to take. So yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video. Might do a chatty one. If there's anything in particular you'd like us to chat about, let us know.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.